Thank you, flappers. Thank you, Jerry Corley. There you go. I knew he was going to talk about his hair tonight. He said to me outside, he said, I've been doing my hair all day and I came without it. Never mind. But, oh, flappers, do you know what I hate about being English and living in America? Nothing. Except everyone here thinks I'm Australian. But I actually spent the holidays, I was in Florida. Anybody from Florida here? One person very proud. Yeah, it was on the news on December the 27th. It said, we have finally counted all the votes for the general election. Congratulations. So well done, Al Gore. You were number 43. Some of you are as slow as the Floridians there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move on. I was also in San Francisco for a few days. Anybody from San Francisco? Now, you guys, do you think you're a little bit superior up in San Francisco? Because I was at this party. I mean, I always think the British, we like to think we're superior, but I was at this party, and this woman came up to me, she says, where are you from? I said, oh, I live in Los Angeles. And she said, oh, how disgusting. I said, what's wrong with Los Angeles? And she goes, it's the people. I said, there's 24 million people in Los Angeles County. You talking about all of them? And she says, well, what do you do in that vulgar town? I said, well, I'll have you know, I've actually directed a couple of movies. And she says, oh, I only like documentaries. And well, all right, I also do live shows, I do comedy. And she said, oh, really? The only live art form I like is the ballet. I said, well, look, you've heard my accent for a few minutes now. I can say the word cunt and it sounds like chocolate. It's all right, it's in Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. I was working my clean set, but I forgot it, never mind. But, anyway, I do think it's funny, though, that we always like to think that where we come from is better than anywhere else. I was actually travelling back from the south of France a few months ago, and I was in the aeroplane, and I was looking outside the plane, and I thought, oh, there's France, and I looked to the right, and I thought, oh, there's Italy, I looked to the left, there's Spain, and then there's Belgium, who gives a fuck about Belgium? Anyway, I was just travelling around a lot, and I thought, all countries are, really, they're just strips of land. I don't know why one should be better than the other. And what makes soil good, apparently, is fertiliser. So if you think your country's good, you're really saying, oh, I live in a great country, it's caked in shit. It's ridiculous to me. I don't know, and I was sitting next to this guy, and I say, where are you from? Because we had this long trip back to Los Angeles. He goes, I am from the greatest country in the world. I went, oh really, which one's that? And he goes, Nigeria. I go, so what are you doing? You get to Los Angeles. He goes, oh yes, I am going to Los Angeles. I am going to learn to be minicab driver and send money home to my family who are starving and have no water in the greatest country in the world. Now, I mean, I don't know if you've looked at a world map, and why would you? You're American, don't need to. But I mean, but if you do, you'll notice it's one of the disgraces, and it's a British disgrace. I've got to own it. The British generals after World War II. I don't know if you remember that one. There were more countries involved in that than your World Series, put it that way. But there was what they used to do. What they used to do was had a bunch of British generals there with like a flagon of whiskey and their equivalent of the magic marker, and they were given this job of deciding where the countries in the world were. And they go, oh, this is bloody difficult, isn't it? We've got Africa here. What should we do? Oh, South Africa. Oh, this is easy. And that's literally how they did it. And they go, oh, well, what other country should we have? Oh, I know. We'll have a country in Africa and we'll call it nigger. Oh, they'll like that. And then, it's true, look it up. And then they go, oh, I know, we'll have a country up here, around about Egypt. What should we call this one? Israel. Oh, it's just a stone's throw away from Palestine. They'll like that. Political humour going down superb. I'll go back to my dirty set. I warn you. I will. But talking about great British failures, I was talking to my mother the other day, and she always likes to remind me about my lugubrious acting career. Lugubrious, by the way, is another word for shit. But I was years ago. I was in this play with it was a three-hander. There was three actors. There was Jude Law, Daniel Craig, and me. Spot the odd one out, ladies and gentlemen. Neither of those two could get a set of flappers here tonight. But they, but my mum was finally caught up, and she was going through the photo album, and she rings me up. She goes, "Oh, David, David, I've just been looking through the photo album, and you remember that little Danny? I go, what are you talking about? Danny who? You know, Danny. Well, you know, he's the new James Bond. Yes, Mum, yes, he's done a few James Bonds. He's done very well. And you know that girl that you used to like, and used to try and go out with all the time? Which girl? You know, Rachel. Well, he married her. Thanks for the reminder, Mother. That's good. And she says, isn't it funny, David, that they're probably multi-millionaires and you don't know how to pay the rent most months, do you? Thank God they don't tax dreams. My career I actually had a temporary blip in the mid-90s where I actually got a job. And I was, what I remember about this, I was in the West End, and what I remember is not so much the play, it was the first night party, because it was a big celebrity do, it was a huge deal, and as everyone went in, all the celebrities were being announced, and I went in just behind Sean Connery, and I thought, brilliant, James Bond. So I went in behind him, and they go, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sean Connery, and he's like, oh yeah, shaken, not stirred, thank you. And I walked in, and the guy goes, because I'm terribly sorry, I don't know who you are. I went, no one does, it's all right. It's David Conolly. And he just went, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Connery! Anyway, a few minutes later, Sean Connery came back to me, and he said, why are you pretending to be my son? I said, I'm not, I'm sorry, they announced me, it was awkward, I just thought, I'll just go in. Who are you? I go, I'm David Conolly. I was actually in the play that you just seen. He goes, oh yeah, that was a great play, yeah. I'm going to take the whole cast out on Thursday. But, oh, that's nice, just the girls. Before I go, I'm just going to say, are there any immigrants in here? Am I the only illegal in here? You wouldn't admit it, would you? Because I've just got my green card. It took me only about forever. Well, I don't know what you have to do to get into this country legally. I mean, get adopted by Angelina Jolie. Do you want to hear a couple of the questions before I go of what they ask you on the green card? Yes. All right, number one question. David, were you a member of the Nazi Party during the Second World War? How old do I look? Come on. Number two question. David, have you ever killed anybody? No. Have you ever killed anybody for racial reasons? Well, of course, different question. We've all done that, haven't we? Can I come in now? David, when you arrive in the United States of America, are you thinking of spreading any anti-American propaganda? Why? Are they hiring at Fox News? That's my time. Good night, guys.